What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy J-Narc. Today we are rebuilding the Indianapolis Colts. We have a pretty good team. Matt Ryan is QB1. And we also have Nick Foles and Sam Elling. Receivers are pretty okay for the most part. Left tackle. Braden Smith is playing left tackle now, apparently. Okay, so I guess that's okay. But Dennis Kelly's on the offensive line. Offensive line isn't bad. We definitely need to do a little bit better, though. Tight ends are okay. It's just like the offense is pretty much like whatever right now. And we're going to be a run-heavy offense because we have Jonathan Taylor, of course. So it's like we might as well just tailor toward those needs. And I'd rather try to get like a right tackle that's like solid, or is the right side of the offensive line to be solid. But D-line, though, without a doubt, is just our strongest points, of course. We say we're running a Tampa 2, but let's just run a base 4-3. Like, there's no reason for us to be running a 3-4 or a Tampa 2. I know this defense is really good, but let's be honest. Like, they're better off running a 4-2 because, look, now everyone fits the scheme better. Like, the whole defense fits it better. We got Kenny Moore and Stephon Gilmore. And then Justin Blackman, Will Redmond, Rodney McLeod. So the defense will be pretty locked down. That's one thing for sure. And we have nothing to worry about defensively. Offensively is where things get a little bit interesting. I like Sam Ellinger a lot. I feel like he performed really well in preseason and like in real life. And I feel like he deserves to be on the team like one of our developmental guys. But that's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to deal with. But the team, all we can really do at this point is just maybe get like offensive linemen, but like, let's see, if we get like a left tackle, nothing really there. Right guard, yeah, right guard we could sign someone like Daryl Williams, you know. We could sign Daryl Williams to a deal, just to help out the offensive line. But with that being said, that's how the team will be looking. Let's see if Matt Ryan could help bring the Colts back to the playoffs. So we actually ended up making the playoffs, going 10-7, and we're facing the Tennessee Titans. They won the division, so kind of good, right? Not kind of. That is pretty good. I feel like hopefully the defense carried. And statistically, Jonathan Taylor was second in rushing yards behind Derrick Henry. Defense, Rodney McLeod had 8 picks, so that's really amazing to see. Offense finished 18th. Matt Ryan didn't play too bad. Defense finished about 17th, so kind of interesting. But 34 touchdowns, 12 picks for Matt Ryan, 101 passer rating. That's a pretty good season for him. 1,800 yards, 13 TDs for Jonathan Taylor, no fumbles. Only 1,000-yard receiver in Michael Pittman, and then Paris Campbell was wide receiver number 2. Our defense, this is the big one here. 9.5 sacks from DeForest Buckner, 9.5 from Kwity Paye, 6.5 from Yannick Ngakoue, 6 from Grover Stewart, and then interceptions, 8 from Rodney McLeod, which was just crazy, 4 from Isaiah Rodgers, and a good amount from the rest of these guys here, which is pretty awesome to see, which helped us get into the playoffs. So now we get to see how we perform here as we face the Tennessee Titans. We won 34-31. What I was about to say was that it's kind of interesting how the number 1 and number 2 running backs made like we're facing each other in the first game of the playoffs, which is pretty amazing to see. And then let's see how that game went. So in this game, Ryan Tannehill had a better game, but he threw a pick and got sacked 3 times, while us on the other hand had 2 touchdowns and only got sacked once. And rushing wise, Jonathan Taylor performed better than Derrick Henry, but they were still 17 carries, over 100 yards for both of them. Very interesting to see. Robert Woods went crazy on us. 9 catches, 175 yards, and 4 touchdowns. But hey, we still came up clutch, you know. DeForest Buckner went 6, so did Yannick Ngakoue, and then JoJo Damon got a pick, and he's a rookie, so I feel like he's playing well. But in this game, we're facing against the Bengals, so they're probably the number 1 seed. Let's see how we perform there. We ended up losing 31-20. Okay, so that's where our journey gets cut short, and the Bengals end up beating us by 11. Our contract gets extended though, but it'll be Bengals Patriots in the conference championship. And let's see how this game went. Let's see where the default was. So Matt Ryan played really well. He got sacked 4 times. He had 3 touchdowns, had a better game than Joe Burrow. And then Joe Mixon, okay. I feel like it was really the offensive line that caused an issue. And we don't have that receiver number 2 that we would like. And we didn't get any pressure whatsoever. So that was the big thing. So offensive line help is huge. And then I'd want to say QB, but like there's like no point if he performed that well. So offense and defense didn't do too well, of course, but you know, like for the numbers wise, it's like it wasn't bad. Bengals Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, so Bengals again causing an issue. In the AFC, Jonathan Taylor made the Pro Bowl. Of course, he's a 99 now. Receivers, none of our guys. Offensive line, Quentin Nelson, Braden Smith. That's just about it with that. But D-line, DeForest Buckner, our starting D tackles, of course. Linebackers, nobody. Corners, no one. Rodney McLeod made it. That's without a doubt. I mean, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's in the AFC for some reason. I guess he got traded there. But we have so our team had some Pro Bowlers. Defense again, I feel like was just a big piece of this year's run. But now we're heading into the offseason, and looking for offensive line help will probably be the big thing, as we gotta. And wow, Bengals won 38-28. Joe Burrow, Super Bowl MVP, NFL MVP. He was just everything for this team, and they won Coach of the Year. So that's the team to beat. And Rodney McLeod, oh no, we didn't get any upgrades with that, but Rodney McLeod made the Pro Bowl. So that's just one of the most random like things to see. But we get to re-sign players. Let's see how many people we have to re-sign in order to bring back this goated kind of defense. So we have about 19 players to re-sign. So Quentin Nelson, this guy, we're going to have to figure out how we could keep him by overpaying for him, obviously. We have to overpay for Quentin Nelson. Yannick Ngakoue, I didn't feel like did too much, and he's asking for a lot, so we're going to let him go. Bobby Okereke, depending on how JoJo Demand performed and what his overall is now, then we might have to move on from him. So if we look at depth chart, we're just gonna see what he's looking like there, right? Middle linebacker. He's a 67, 85 speed. You know, I like him as depth. You know what I'm saying? But it depends how old Bobby Okereke is. If he's like 26 or something, then he's about 27. He wants a 4-year deal. His cap doesn't look like too much, though. So he's a low risk. All right, yeah, so we'll bring him back. He'll be the mic of the defense. Rodney McLeod's 33, dude. He's had his best season yet. That's unfortunate. We're going to have to literally let him go. And then Paris Campbell's asking for quite a bit. Yeah, he's asking for quite a bit. And I have to let him go, too, because he didn't really perform that well for us, I'd say. Tyquan Lewis, though, he wants an interesting deal. Let's see if we could give him this so he could come back, just in case we don't get the depth that we're looking for. Arden Key does not fit our team. Rodrigo Blankenship is our kicker, so let's give him a nice deal. And then Kiki QT, I would have had a pretty solid year, but I'm kind of cool on that. Marvin Tell, him as depth would be perfect. Yeah, Marvin Tell as depth would be perfect. And then Darrell Williams is now he's asking for $7 million. EJ Speed is a scheme fit. You know, for depth duties. Okay, yeah. So he came back for depth duties, awesome. And then we have just Matt Hawk and our punter. So we have about $14 million to work with, and it's gonna be a little bit tight. It's gonna be a little bit tight. Moving into trying to rebuild this team, but we can see where cap value's at. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take a look at the offense and defense, see what the cap is at. So D-Buck, I'm not trading him. We got Kenny Moore here. He's pretty solid. He's 28. But Stephon Gilmore, you know, he's a mentor. I get it, but we need more. Grover Stewart is pretty good as well. I like the D-line. So the D-line's not going anywhere. But Everything else is really up to grabs, you know, up to grabs and seeing like what we can move. Like Matt Ryan, we would lose out on like trying to move him. And then DeMichael Harris. So the big piece that we can move here, from what I'm seeing, is going to be who was it? Not Naheem Hines. It was Stephon Gilmore. So Stephon Gilmore is the only person that I feel like we can just maybe trade away for a pick, maybe for something better, because I know there'll be some young corners on the market, and we have the 26th pick in the draft, so there's not gonna be like really a QB there for us. But corner, Stephon Gilmore, he's now 87. Send him to the team, maybe get a first out of him. That'd be amazing. So he's halfway for a first here. It's either a QB or a left tackle. QB, left tackle, or a first or a pick. So, and we want a young left tackle, obviously. Rashawn Slater is amazing. I'm not going to be able to get him, though, of course. Jordan Mailata, Jake Matthews, Trent Williams, Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas. He's allowed 16 sacks, though. Doesn't seem too bad. Stephon Gilmore for Andrew Thomas in their first-round pick. That would actually go through. I think that's a pretty solid trade. We bring Andrew Thomas, a new protector for the O-line. We give him a third as well. So since the third didn't work, let's try giving them a second. A second in Gilmore for Andrew Thomas and their first. We'll give our earlier second. And since they don't want to accept that off the rip, we'll give them our 6 as well. So it'll have to be a 2 and a 5 in Gilmore for their first and Andrew Thomas. I think that's pretty solid. We don't feel like this offer gives enough. Of course you guys don't. You guys are trying to scam me. Alright, we're definitely trying to scam them. But we'll give a 2 and a 4 from Andrew Thomas and their first rounder. What? We don't feel like this goes through? So a third? A 2 and a 3? I guess. I mean, that worked, but I felt like we just gave up a little bit more than needed. But nonetheless, we made the move. And these are all the top free agents available here. And now, big thing here is going with a corner. Going with a corner that could fit our scheme, could come in, help the team out. So we got Jamel Dean here. A 3-year deal for Jamel Dean. Maybe he'll join. Maybe be like, you know what, these guys have a potential squad that's really nice. Ronnie Harrison always fits like every scheme in the world. If we could just get a younger guy here, that wouldn't cost too much. But well, how are we gonna find that, right? There's just not a chance. So we'll just go with Ronnie Harrison. Give him a 2-year deal. See if he comes join with that. D end. I know we need a right end. I know that, but we can maybe use the draft for that part. And then quarterback. So this is a big one. Baker, Teddy B, Jimmy G, Danny Jones. So we got some potential free agents here. I feel like Baker's going to eat with the Panthers, so I don't believe he would become a free agent. So that's just out of the question. But receivers. We got some free agent receivers here. And we need to pair someone up with Michael Pittman. We need speed. We need a lot of that. So Mecole Hardman, we wouldn't be able to pick him up. So let's just see if we pick up these free agents. So offensive line, still really good. We don't have a right guard. And receivers are just okay. We're going to probably have to draft someone, honestly. We're going to definitely have to draft someone just to make things all right. And then defense, Bobby Okereke is injured. That's why JoJo was playing. He has an Achilles tear, so that's phenomenal. But rest of the D-line, yeah, it's just Tyquan Lewis here, Odinyangbo. We got Jamel Dean. We got Jamel Dean and Ronnie Harrison, so that's pretty good, I believe. So Jamel Dean will play that new role that Stephon Gilmore had. And then we still have about $9 million. We need a left end, so let's see. Or no, not a left end, a right end rather. So Akeem Hicks is gone. Yannick Ngakoue wants to come back. But we literally can't like give him any deal that's like worth it. So Even if he wants to come back, it's like we literally can't afford for him to come back. So that's kind of like, it's kind of tough. But what I could do here, though, is sign like a veteran, you know? Veteran like Carlos Dunlap. Give him a team friendly. Because we're playoff contenders, and I'm pretty sure he'd be very interested in that. And our right outside linebacker is like trash. But there's nothing there either. So I think the draft is going to be the huge thing that we do here. And we got 5th-year options to pick up. We have Andrew Thomas. Ooh. Pick it up even though we just traded for him. He has 16 sacks allowed. Yeah, we'll pick it up. Why not? I mean, we traded a 203 and Stephon Gilmore for him, so I hope that's okay. But we got the draft coming up. So we have the 15th pick in the draft. I don't believe the Steelers would go for a QB. That'd be pretty dumb. But Cardinals has drafted Trenton Simpson. I don't know who that guy is. Saying our biggest needs a quarterback. I see CJ Stroud is here. Lots of QB sitting here, and CJ Stroud being the guy, is that like really like what we're going with? I mean, I know we need a right guard, but is this really the answer? Oh yeah. If there's no first round left guard, oh yeah, it is definitely. Oh, a left end. No, they got Andre Carter, but is it a left end or a right end that we need? Andre Carter, left end. He has A block shedding. Looks pretty solid. He's pretty fast too. And then right guard, we're going to have to wait. But honestly, let's go with QB. It's the fact that CJ Stroud dropped here. Colts, big. Yeah, I think he would work perfect for us. Be right behind Matt Ryan. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll just start him off rip, honestly. But if that right guard or DN is there, then we're pulling the trigger for them. Yeah, so we still got QBs available too. So that guard, yes, is still available. And how about the left end? He's gone. So looks like we'll go with the guard and then move players around. So Andrew Voorhees looks pretty solid. Looked pretty solid. He's pretty strong. So we'll pick him up too. All right, so this is the draft recap with the quarterback, the left guard. So Andrew Voorhees, we're gonna definitely move him to right guard. See how he performs there. Well, this is the rest of the players they picked up. We got another running back, got another middle linebacker, Owen Popo. And I think this was a pretty good draft. So we're going to go into preseason week 1. I'm going to try to trade away Matt Ryan as soon as possible. Send him to a team that will probably be able to use him, you know. So let's fix up the roster really quick. Make Andrew Voorhees a right guard. I just realized we never still got a receiver. So we're going to have to see if we could send Matt Ryan somewhere and maybe get a receiver, but he's not getting no love anywhere. They're like, nah, we're good on him, and we need a receiver bad. So this is looking pretty rough. I'm gonna say the elite at least. Matt Ryan for Mecole Hardman. We're gonna have to like throw some incentives in there because like Matt Ryan in a 4 for Mecole Hardman. How about a 3rd? That's the highest I'll go. 3rd and Matt Ryan for Mecole Hardman. That's close. A 2nd because he's pretty fast, and I'll give him a 2nd. But all right, awesome. So again, Mecole Hardman, perfect. And yeah, so we got Michael Pittman, Mecole Hardman, and Alec Pierce. Interesting trio of receivers, but I think they should be able to get the job done. I'd hope they can. But this is the offense. CJ Stroud here, Andrew Voorhees, right guard, Braden Smith, and then Mecole Hardman, Michael Pittman, and Alec Pierce. The team fits towards CJ Stroud's strengths. Looking for a strong arm QB. But I want to go with the highest like percentage. So vertical zone run, that's obviously with a strong arm QB. That's at 77. And then CJ Stroud obviously fits that. And then running backs, pretty good. Offensive line should be able to hold up really well. And defense, we got Tyquan Lewis and Carlos Dunlap. I think that'll be very interesting. I think that'll take a hit on that side. But I don't know. I feel like the defense will be able to hold it down and get the job done. So, and another free agent we can maybe go for is like a another receiver if we don't feel like Alec Pierce is the real deal. But we have speed. We have Pittman, who's a solid number 1, and I guess we'll just have to make it work, you know. So it doesn't hurt to have speed, of course, but Jamal Agnew's a playmaker. He's a bridge player. This could be an interesting sign, but honestly, we're going to rock with what we got and see how our rookie QB can do. We ended up going 8-9 and did not make the playoffs, so that's very interesting. We didn't make the playoffs. Finishing 89 offense, 87 defense. Will Levis, of course, went sick. It's always one of those guys that just end up going crazy. Jonathan Taylor went pretty good too. And then Shaq Leonard was second in the team in tackles. Our offense finished 5th in the NFL. So, okay, how did we not make the playoffs? Someone tell me. Defense finished 27. Defense finished bottom tier. 44 touchdowns, 15 picks for C.J. Stroud. And he only got sacked 16 times, so the pass protection was there. And then Nick Foles was all right. He probably played a game. And then we didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver, but Alec Pierce, 10 touchdowns. Mecole Hardman, 11. And Michael Pittman, our leading receiver. DeForest Buckner, 15.5 sacks. Kwity Paye with 5. Shaq Leonard with 2.5. So we didn't get much out of everyone else. And he got a good amount of picks here and there. But, okay, so we basically got BS'd out of, we basically just got, like, BS'd. That's really it. For us not making it, come on, dude. See, this was about to be, like, Rookie of the Year. Like, offensive line, pretty solid, though. Pretty solid. And then offense was just not the problem. Defense, I know we can fix the right outside linebacker situation, but other than that, D-line just performed well. Corners, I feel like performed okay. Maybe could have been a bit better, but let's change up the staff. I think it's time to fire our defensive coordinator, unfortunately. So Super Bowl is Chiefs, Eagles. Wow. And Pro Bowlers, C.J. Stroud, of course, does not make the Pro Bowl. He has 44 touchdowns, doesn't make the Pro Bowl. Those probably will be Will Levis. Jonathan Taylor made the Pro Bowl. Receivers, no one. Tight end, no one. Offensive line, the left guard and our right tackle. Just about it, though. DeForest Buckner made it, of course. Linebackers, not even Shaquille Leonard. That's crazy. Corners, no one either. So, again, the disrespect is just always there. Like, why? Because of passing yards, bro? Are you kidding me? Passing yards is the reason why someone will make a Pro Bowl over, or someone will win an award over someone else. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like that's just not how it should be. Like, the dude has 44 passing touchdowns. Yeah, he has a great offensive line, but all right. So Eagles won 41-35, and that's actually very interesting. So Jalen Hurts and company beat the Chiefs in the second year of our rebuild. And season recap: Will Levis won Offensive Rookie of the Year. I just don't like anyone NFL MVP, bro. Like, I just don't believe. And Super Bowl MVP went to Anthony Richardson of the Eagles. You know, I'm not even gonna get mad. Oh, he had more touchdowns than me. Oh, dang. And he had 5K yards. Okay, never mind. That makes sense. My fault, Will Levis. You definitely deserve that. Like, I'm tripping. I'm literally tripping. We have to re-sign some players. We have about 9 players to re-sign. We have about 76 mil, so we're pretty chilling. Jonathan Taylor, damn, our feature back. We're going to have to overpay. 7-year deal. We get him back. I mean, he's disgusting. Kenny Moore, I'm going to let him go because he hasn't performed as I expected him to. We got Michael Pittman here. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal. He's enjoyed playing for me, but he's going to test free agency. Wow. Grover Stewart is now an 83. He's regressing, so we're going to let him walk too. Julian Blackman, though, our free safety. He's played pretty well, so we're going to give him a nice deal. He's back onto the team. And then Isaiah Rodgers is one of our corners. Or Kenny Moore we're letting walk, but Isaiah Rodgers, he played pretty well. I think he led the team in picks. So we're gonna re-sign him, which we do. Our punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, give him a nice little deal. He wants to test free agency, be my guest. And then Nick Foles is gone. Danny Pinter, for depth, I guess we could re-sign him. But we'll have some money for free agency, though. We're going to have to get a new corner and a D tackle and a wide receiver 1. I think that'll be perfect if we get like one of those game-changing wide receivers. So we have about 50 mil to work with too. So I think we're going to be looking pretty good. So Nick Bosa is a free agent. This, I'm going to have to see how we can just break the bank to get Nick Bosa. It's a very player-friendly deal, but we're going to make him a nice deal here because that's Nick Bosa. Joe Burrow is a free agent. Okay, that's wild. Receivers, though, Mike Evans wants to join us, but he's going to obviously ask for a lot. And then we already have our fast guys. Calvin Ridley would be nice here. Anyone else would be interesting. Darnell Mooney, but I'm going to get someone that's actually solidified. So I feel like Calvin Ridley could be the guy to do that for us. And we already have Alec Pierce. We won't have any cap room left if we do that. Okay. My fault. We can definitely not get him. But D-line, though. Javon Kinlaw looks like he could be pretty solid. We'll give him a 2-year deal. We paired up next to Defoe. That's funny they'll literally bring the Niners linebackers like back together. That's funny. But let's see if we get Nick Bosa. I guess Nick Bosa will be that huge pickup. So we have about 14 mil left. I don't know if we picked them up or not. But let's see. Offense, still pretty much the same. We still need another wide receiver. Defense, we ended up getting Nick Bosa. Oh my gosh. We have Nick Bosa on the defense now. That is crazy. That is literally crazy. Yeah, we're broke now, but we have Nick Bosa on the team. We got Nick Bosa with DeForest Buckner back on the same squad together. Dude, we're going to wreak havoc. We're going to wreak havoc. We're going to wreak havoc. Oh my gosh, the penalty for releasing him. Jesus. I'm going to be able to release any of these guys. So this year is going to literally be Super Bowl or bust. Super Bowl or bust year. That is crazy. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. We're all about W's here. So maybe we could trade Tyquan Lewis, get some cap back, some cap relief, or maybe get a corner by trading him or an outside linebacker. Let's see if that could work, you know. Yeah, let's go with the outside linebacker, see if we could do that. But Nick Bosa is now in the Indianapolis Colts, and let's see, Tyquan Lewis has interest from the Browns, and we're looking for a right outside linebacker. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, we could, yes. Okay, I'll throw in a pick. This would be perfect for our defense. I'll throw in a third. They don't feel like that's enough. Tyquan Lewis, a third and a fifth for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Awesome. So they say we need left end D tackle. I think we could pick those up, but receiver is the big thing that we're gonna need. This is gonna be the big other thing we're gonna need, and we have about 17 mil to work with, and we're gonna need a receiver. We just have Mecole Hardman and Alec Pierce. Mike Evans is still sitting here. He has no offer. I can't even lowball him because he's gonna ask for too much. Calvin Ridley's still here too. We want to be able to afford him though. That's the problem. A 1-year deal. No, we can't. We literally cannot afford these guys. Brandon Ayuk, just bring the Niners just back together, right? Team friendly. We're gonna have to literally draft the receiver with our pick, which I guess could be okay. You know, I just wanted to change it up, but I guess that's just what we'll have to do. And with the corner position, which we also still need to work on as well. William Jackson's here. Veteran, 1-year deal. Throw him in there. Isaiah Rodgers and Jamel Dean. I don't think that's bad. Can't go wrong with having some veterans on the squad, right? But yeah, we got 5th-year options to look at too. Let's see, who's a 5th-year option? Probably Jonathan Taylor. Kwity Paye. Kwity Paye is a 5th-year option. Yes, we'll pick him up. Yes, we like to pick up his option without a doubt. We'll take it. And then we have the recap. We have, oh man, Smee. I didn't want to use it on a wide receiver, but I guess that might be the most ideal thing to do. Because I know we'll fill out with depth with the draft when we simulate the rest, but offensive line is good. Tight ends are good. We just need a receiver. Just need to throw in a receiver in there so this squad could be really nice. And defense, like the D-line, yeah, we need a D tackle, but we're kind of chilling. I mean, the linebackers were definitely chilling. Like, everything else, we're pretty much chilling. Just like a D tackle and a D end. But Bosa and Buckner is going to be, and Kwity Paye on that D line is just going to be unstoppable. Like, just going to be unstoppable. And then we have the linebackers who are going to cover their tails off, you know. So we have our pick is 16th. So we need a wide receiver. So that's what we're going to see if we can pick up. Juan Ellis, he's 6'5". Holy. Juan Ellis, he's 6'5" talent. We also have Dante Blackburn and Luis Garcia. So we got to replace Michael Pittman. He has A, catching traffic, B, catching, C, deep route. 4.48 speed, elite jumping, skills pretty okay. Juan Elias. Then we also have Luis Garcia. He's from Arizona State. He's 6'3". He's kind of worse off, though, than him. And then there's also Dante Blackburn, another deep threat receiver. He's way off. He has F for catching. He's just super fast. He ran a 4.26. But we don't need speed. We need physical. We need physicality. We need someone to help out. So that's what we picked up Juan Elias for. They gave him normal dev, but hopefully he could be that next guy for us. So draft recap. Let's see what other players picked up. So Juan Elias was a 77. That works out perfectly fine. We got another D tackle, a safety, and a right tackle. So that's okay. With that being said, I think I'm gonna sign a backup DN that isn't Odeyingbo, because I think that would make sense to help out when it comes to depth on the team. Let me show you guys the team one last time before we go. Simulate through the season. Offense, wow, CJ Stroud went down to an 83. Okay. But offense, Juan Elias, Alec Pierce, and Mecole Hardman. And then offensive line's pretty solid. Defense, we got Chase Winovich as the DN here, and Odeyingbo. We got rotations here, and yeah, we should be pretty solid. Just gonna be DeForest Buckner leading the D tackles, but I think we'll be pretty good. So without further ado, let's see how we do. 12-5, win the division. We just got blasted by the Chiefs though, 37-10. But we made the playoffs. We're finally back into it, and as expected, of course. I mean, last year was just his rookie season, so he went a little bit down. But I know this year he balled out. He did not. He was not top 3. Billy Jenkins, whoever that is, went sick. Jonathan Taylor, though, was top 3. We'll take it. DeForest Buckner led the league in sacks with 22. My guy. Nice. So, offense finished 7th in the league. CJ Stroud went down in passing touchdowns, but that's okay. We had rushing attack. Defense gave up only 6,000 yards. Okay. CJ Stroud only got sacked 20 times. He had 32 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not bad. 104 passer rating. 21 touchdowns, 1,600 yards for Jonathan Taylor. Juan Elias and Mo Alley Cox both had over 1,000 yards. Amazing to see. And Mecole Hardman and Alec Pierce here trying to do their thing. Defense, 22.5 sacks with DeForest Buckner is just insane to see right there. And then next up was Nick Bosa with 13. Then Kwity Paye had 4.5. Chase Winovich had 4 too. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's what I wanted out of them. And then we got a good amount of interceptions too. So now we have a playoff run going on here. And we have lots of opportunities here to showcase what we're about. And before we look at how we do, let's take a look at the offense and defense, the overalls of everyone. So CJ Stroud's an 87, Taylor's an 99, Juan Elias is an 82. The guard we drafted is an 82. Andrew Thomas is now an 87. Defense is just insane. Kwity Paye has now lost his starting position to Chase Winovich. Okay. That's crazy. And Jamal Dean's now an 88. Awesome. Special teams is all right. We're chilling here. But everyone's healthy, so that's a good sign. We're facing the Houston Texans. They got Bijan Robinson. Let's hope... oh, this is a division rival, too. We ended up winning 34-31. Awesome. First playoff game for CJ Stroud, and we take a dub. Even though it was a tight one, we still came away with a win. So, now we're facing the Bengals, the former Super Bowl champs, and let's see how this game went between them. So in the playoff schedule here, let's see. So we ended up winning by 3. CJ Stroud. It was a battle between Hoffman and CJ Stroud, and CJ Stroud did not throw a single touchdown. He got sacked 3 times, while Hoffman threw 3 touchdowns and got sacked 4 times. But Jonathan Taylor had 10 carries, 231 yards, and 3 touchdowns, so he was unstoppable. Darnell Mooney was going crazy on us. Kwity Paye had a sack. Chase Winovich had 2 sacks. Nick Bosa had a sack too. Okay, so Chase Winovich is just disgusting. But I guess we won only by scoring 3 touchdowns on offense. Nah, hold on. I got to look at that again. Because 3 touchdowns is only 21 points. So how did we get, like, was there a forced fumble? Like, let's see. Maybe it had to be the defense. It had to be the defense that caused them some issues. Was there a fumble? No. Wow. How about punt return? No punt return touchdown. No kick return touchdown. Punting, we punted in the 20. Okay. How about kicking? So he was 2 for 3 on kicking. We missed one, which is bad. We have 4 extra points made. What happened? We must have forced the fumble then. There had to have been. 8 catches allowed. No forced fumbles. Blocked kicks. No defensive so how did we score? We had 3 touchdowns on offense. 3 from Jonathan Taylor, which makes 21. No one else scored. How did we win this game? Wait, how did we win this game? 3 field goals makes 6 points, right? So 6 plus 21 is 27. So we're literally still missing a touchdown. Am I tripping? Hold on. 3 from him. Alexander Madison is not. So what happened? Tackle for loss. 2 sacks. Got a good amount of sacks. No interceptions. Forced fumbles. No forced fumbles. No fumble recoveries. No blocked kicks. Alright, that's a glitch. There's no way. There's no way we win that. And we only scored 3 touchdowns. Whatever, I guess we'll accept it. For my brain freaking pops. Facing the Bengals. See what we do here. We ended up winning 38-23. And now we're facing the Chiefs in the conference championship. Winner of this goes to the Super Bowl. CJ Stroud, quarter QB1. Hopefully this simulation makes sense this time. Like, I don't know how we only managed like 27 points, but we put up 34. But Jesus, the Chiefs went sick on the Raiders, so that's something to keep in mind. But CJ Stroud, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Faced Ryan Tannehill. He got sacked 6 times. Oh my. Jonathan Taylor went 6. So did Eric Gray too. Joe Mixon didn't do too bad as well. Defense, our receivers didn't really do anything crazy, but it was really our defense though. DeForest Buckner 3 sacks, Odin Yangbo 2, Kwity Paye with 1, and then Durrani Harrison and Cam Taylor-Britt with picks as well. So not bad from the team, but we're facing the Chiefs, so this is going to be a huge matchup here. And let's see, CJ Stroud versus Patrick Mahomes. So we ended up winning 34-28. Our Super Bowl is against the Cowboys. So in the 3rd year, Colts are all the way back in the Super Bowl. Last time they were there was when Peyton Manning was there, so it was QB1. So in CJ Stroud's 2nd year, made it all the way to the Super Bowl. That's amazing to see. And we ended up beating Patrick Mahomes, a previous Super Bowl, contender before. We won 34-28, close game. CJ Stroud threw 2 touchdowns, got sacked twice. Patrick Mahomes didn't throw a touchdown, got sacked 3 times. Jonathan Taylor, 30 carries, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns, and we limited their run. Juan Elias went sick, 11 catches, 155 yards. As a rookie, this kid's disgusting. Kid's just disgusting. And then Nick Bosa had 2 sacks. Yannick Ngakoue had to get his revenge against us. Shaq Leonard had a sack as well too. So Nick Bosa finally came alive in the game, and we're gonna be facing the Cowboys. The Cowboys, let's see. They beat the Panthers 40-34. They're a wild card team as well. But 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, kind of mediocre game. But Zeke, 18 carries, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's a big thing. But defense, I'm not worried about their defense at all. They should be worried about ours. But we're in the Super Bowl. We're kind of in the streak, making a Super Bowl with these teams. You know what I'm saying? But Colts, Cowboys. Super Bowl 50, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't even know why I bother saying that. But we have 91 offense, 89 defense. And then Cowboys, 89 offense, 81 defense. We could torch their defense for sure. But we're hot right now. And we got some veterans on the team that would love to just finish off with a W. And especially with the defense too. Defoe's 30 years old. He's on the backside. William Jackson. We got healthy players, so this should be the year. This should literally be the year, but we'll take it either way. And we ended up winning the Super Bowl, 31-17. Dude, that's crazy. 2 videos in a row, we win the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott won NFL MVP. Coach of the Year went to Jaguars, Doug Peterson. Wide receiver, Offensive Player of the Year was Debo. Defensive Player of the Year was Von Miller. Offensive Rookie of the Year was QB Billy Jenkins. And Defensive Rookie of the Year was Marcus Warner. But we won our 3rd Super Bowl ever in this franchise. Jonathan Taylor carried us throughout the whole playoffs. He was going sick. That's amazing. That is literally amazing. And let's see. We have the fact that we won 31-17. That just means like we were just unstoppable, dude. We beat the best team in the AFC. Like we was not taking no for an answer in this playoff run. Not at all. CH threw a touchdown and a pick. Got sacked twice, but Dak Prescott got sacked 6 times. Threw 2 touchdowns though. And then Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, and we limited the run. That's what I like to see. But they couldn't limit our run, which is amazing. And Juan Elias and Miko Hardman did their thing, helping the team out for sure. And I'm very grateful for that. Defense, DeForest Buckner had 3.5 sacks. Nick Bosa had 1.5. And Kwity Paye and Bobby Okereke had half sacks. So DeForest Buckner was unstoppable, just bullying the interior offensive line. That's so dope to see. I love it. So Jonathan Taylor, Super MVP, we'll take it. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other team want to see me rebuild, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.